It's a WAN show time! Or it was half an hour ago.
Yeah.
Whoa!
A little bit more than that, actually. 35 minutes ago.
Okay.
You gotta tweet that out.
Do you want to hear? Oh, yeah, I got this. I don't know what we're talking about.
Exciting.
Yeah, tweets.
I would have done the Wilhelm scream if I could do it.
Facebook says... Facebook says... no, that's not it.
No, it's hard to do.
Yeah, it is hard to do. No, you know what? Forget it. I'm not even going to try.
It's so crazy dramatic.
I know, it's fantastic. Oh boy. Do you even want to hear the excuse today, or are we just like done? Are you just
It happens every time.
Are you just done with my excuses?
Was it that?
No, that actually wasn't really anything to do with it.
Okay, sure. Then I want to know the excuse.
Okay, so the excuse this time was that, wait, what was I doing? Hold on. Oh, no, it was super boring.
You know, one of the side effects of like, you know that recent video we uploaded, the Dolby one?
Yeah.
There's a lot of comments like, bring Luke back and stuff.
Yes.
One of the side effects of not showing up is everyone seems to love me.
I know, right?
Twitch chat is like all over me right now. And the comments on that video, like a huge amount of the top ones are about me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Maybe I should just never come back.
You know what?
And people will just love me forever until they completely forget about me.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the part that comes after that you might not be thinking about.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go away for a month.
Yeah, oh god.
What do you think that would be like?
Bad?
If Linus Tech Tips just had no Linus for a month. James loves being on camera.
Yeah.
I think, we could just have, Brandon do like, a motherboard review. He might not have the same street cred.
I would love that.
It.
I like Brandon's videos.
I like Brandon's style. I like John's style.
Yeah. I don't think John likes hosting, though.
I talked to him about it today, actually. We had a chat about it.
Warming up to it?
And I don't know. I'm not going to speak for him in any way, because if he wants to speak for himself, then he needs to get in front of the camera and speak for himself.
Oh my.
So that's totally up to him.
My. Okay.
But I will say my side. My side was that I encouraged him. Yep. I like his style personally. I think
he's a good host.
I would rather watch Tech Quickie with John hosting than watch with me hosting. So I like it. I think he's awesome. Twitch chat's freaking out about James.
Someone in chat, they only love you when you're gone. Sounds like a bad country song. It sort of does.
You know what? She only loves me when I'm gone. Twang, twang, twang.
Twang, twang, twang.
I think we can make that work. Well, okay.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone vocalize that part. You know, you like air guitar and be like, I've never heard it. Twang, twang, twang.
That's what it sounds like. I don't make the rules.
I want a guitar that like isn't actually a guitar. It's just it has like touch sensitive strings, and then there's a speaker on the inside.
Yeah.
And it just goes like twang, 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 twang.
But no,
that would be a great gag.
No, it has to be one of those bad auto-tune things where it's just like a flat voice recording of you saying twang, and then it's just adjusted up.
Twang,
and,
twang,
oh,
twang.
That'd be great.
Like the cows in Diablo 2. Is that aging myself now?
Yeah.
Cow level?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. A little bit.
That's
Mind you, I mean, okay, hold on. Yes, that is a cow, is what the sorcerer says in Diablo 1 if you click on the cow enough times.
Yeah.
So if you were dating yourself, then I married myself. Yes, that was all for that setup.
I also played the hell out of Diablo 1. We used to play 2-player on one character.
Yeah, okay.
So, like, I would control, like, movement and attack, or my buddy would do that, and then the other person was on, like, consumables.
Yep.
Yeah. It was freaking awesome, dude.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Devin.
Shout out to Devin.
Yeah.
Shout out to Meow Meow, I'm a cow. All right, so we got a lot of great topics for you guys today. Actually, we've got, like, nothing. Nothing happened this week. There's the scandal with OnePlus collecting user data.
Ew.
There's whether or not Apple throttles old iPhones.
Ew.
There's what's coming out on Floatplane.
Heck yeah. There's actually really cool things, like Scrapyard Wars.
Scrapyard Wars!
Yeah!
Actually, there's 2 episodes live on Floatplane right now.
And there will be a third.
this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Airbnb is apparently constructing an apartment building, because that's what we're going to talk about.
Hold on.
Isn't a lot of other news.
Yeah, I'm posting the link to where to join Floatplane so that people can go watch Scrapyard Wars.
Wow.
I was trying to post the link, and then all the authentication came and hit me like a ton of bricks, because that's the world we live in.
Yep. You have to have all of those things.
You have to have all the passwords and all the authentications and all the, oh, I entered it wrong, and all the, this could take.
And I got it.
You know how tempted I was?
It's cool.
I just entered it wrong again. I swear.
I mean,
it's
in the chat now.
I swear, the LastPass text entry field, I swear it doesn't take characters in order sometimes, because it's like, you know how it's kind of laggy in general? Like, it takes a long time to open it, and sometimes they take a while to appear. I swear there's times when I enter it right, and it just doesn't take it. Tell me something. Okay, you're more of a security guy than me.
Okay.
Tell me something.
Yeah.
Would it be a reasonable and or effective security measure for them to occasionally reject the correct password and just make you type it again?
I don't really think so.
Well, okay, so let's say someone was using a dictionary attack. Would a dictionary attack ever try the same thing twice?
But then it only does it occasionally.
Well, no, okay, let's say every time
So it
it
would
was from a
stop
new
dictionary
IP or a
attacks.
new device, it would actually just like not work because
But then people doing that dictionary attack would know that.
why? If
Why
it just
wouldn't
said
they?
if it just said invalid password.
I'm pretty sure people would figure it out.
You think so?
That it's like auto-rejecting correct passwords. I'm pretty sure that would be like posted somewhere pretty quickly.
Okay.
I feel like that's figure-outable.
Okay. I was just curious.
A discoverable tactic. I don't think it would be super effective.
So it would be like.
I think having extra layers.
So it would be kind of like.
It's super effective.
Hold on. Water on plant is like. It's like kind of effective.
Water on plant.
Yeah, I can't remember the rules.
I don't think it did very much. I thought that was like weaker, wasn't it?
Yeah, but like it works though. It's not like
Oh, it's not electric against rock.
using. Yeah.
I don't remember what that's actually. I don't remember what the exact phrase that they say is for that.
Oh no, heavens! There's a Twitch beta. That was me, not you. There's a Twitch beta. Do I continue to beta? Oh man. I feel like my whole life is about continuing to beta.
Wow.
Will I ever be an alpha, Luke? Ever?
I think you have alpha traits.
Alpha traits? Thank
Yeah.
you. Well, that's appreciated.
You're a leader. You run a company.
Yeah, but I run like a tech YouTube company.
But you still run a company.
Okay, that's
You started
true.
it. You took the risk to start the company.
I don't think that
If someone ran at you with a bat, you're suddenly not alpha anymore.
Yeah, I think if.
But outside of that, outside of physical confrontation, I think you're quite.
Oh, thank you. I mean, if we're going all the way back to like, you know, the primal, you know, alpha beta designations for people, then like.
But there are alpha traits that are social.
Doesn't the stick like pretty much summarize it? Isn't that the whole point?
But there are alpha traits that are social.
All right.
And
Well,
I think you do quite well in that regard.
I appreciate that. That's
No-
very nice.
no problem.
Oh man, what else do we have for topics today? Intro.
Yeah. Wow. It's rumored. It's just a rumor.
That's an interesting discussion, though,
Yeah.
if nothing else. Apparently, I'm a master beta, which sounds amazing. I want to be a master beta all day.
Ed laughed.
Yep, we got Ed. So even if no one in the audience liked it, then where'd that comment go? I don't know. It moves too fast. There's all our sponsors and stuff. All right, so let's get this poop show on the road. So this was originally posted by Just2Be on the forum, and the original article here is from chrisdcmoore.co.uk.
Wow.
And in a nutshell,
Posting this in the chat, by the way.
okay, there is a way to remove the OnePlus Device Manager app via ADB without requiring root. But up until that happened, there was an ongoing scandal this week that was started from Chris's security and tech blog, finding out that OnePlus is actually collecting a lot of user data tied to the phone's serial number. So collecting user data anonymously means that you are collecting the user data without any additional information that could allow it to be tied directly to the user. So an example might be if Luke and I both opted into an anonymous data collection schema through our device or our computer or whatever.
Which I do for some things.
Which I do for some things
not
too.
Others.
Let's say that we did, or GeForce experience.
I don't for that.
Yeah, and I don't either.
Okay. I don't have GeForce. I used to like GeForce experience. It was nice.
The idea is that if Luke had Chrome on his phone,
Yeah.
and I had Chrome on my phone, this company would take that information that 2 users have Chrome installed, and then maybe they would look at a bunch of other users and figure out that 70% of their users are installing Google Chrome. That is anonymous data. It's still useful and it's still valuable.
There's even some stuff where it might be like 2 users from British Columbia, Canada.
Yes.
But it's not enough to tag down to you. It's not like 2 users from these home addresses.
Yes.
It's 2 users from this geo.
Exactly. So once they tie it to a serial number, feasibly, they could tie it, especially since OnePlus sells through their own store, they could tie it to a name, an address, a credit card, everything.
Yeah. If there's ever a criminal investigation where they seize property, they could get the phone, get the serial number, and then get all the data that way.
So this happens when the phone screen is locked or unlocked. The phone's IMEI, phone numbers, MAC addresses, mobile network names, and IMSI prefixes, as well as the wireless network SSIDs, timestamp ranges of when and which applications on the phone are opened and closed, timestamps of which activities were fired up in which applications. And so the code responsible for this data collection is part of the OnePlus device manager.
That's enough for me to literally never have a OnePlus device ever.
So again,
like if verified true, which,
all that, look, this is a thing.
Yeah, no one seems to be going against it.
All of this is fine if it's anonymized. So it cannot contain the IMEI. Okay, it can't contain the phone number. When I say all of this is okay if it's anonymized, I mean all of the things. Actually, no, most of this is just straight up not okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. When applications on the phone are opened and closed, and what people do in them, if you agree to a program that collects that data,
what people do in them.
If it's anonymized, if it's truly anonymized, then okay. But if it isn't, if it is submitting any of this other information that ties it to a person, then this is like terrible.
And they still have to ask.
Yes, and you still have to ask.
And they didn't ask, so none of it's okay.
So,
like if they're like, hey, in this app, when you're signing up, here's a checkbox specifically that outside of the terms of service asks its own specific question, which is, can we harvest anonymous user data? And you're like, yes. And then they're like, okay, this user seems to click on this area of the screen a lot. Let's compare that against all the other users. Okay, all of the users seem to click on this area of the screen a lot. Let's put more important things up here because they seem to be focused up there. That's like a common use case for things. That's fine. Taking my wireless network IDs and when I open apps so you can sell me crap and track my movement is not fine.
Wow.
We'll never personally use a OnePlus device.
Huh. How about that?
Screw that noise.
That's wonderful. So, okay, the good news, if you already have a OnePlus device, is that you can remove it. So, here we go, blah, 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 blah. So, the Twitter user, Zikansky? Jacob Zikansky? Back to the screen share. This guy. There we go.
I'm assuming you did a pretty okay job.
So there you go. This is the command to disable OnePlus's analytics permanently. So There you go. Go check that out. It's over on chrisdcmoore.co.uk.
Yeah, because that's something that the average user can do. I very appreciate that Jacob did this.
It's better
that's
than
awesome.
nothing.
But it's my same response to, what was it? On that weird watch thing that I did.
The Mio armband thing?
No, that was cool. No, the one that I hated.
Thing.
The kick-farted one.
Oh, the Neptune Pine.
First of all, Neptune Pine was one of the spy devices in the most recent Fast and the Furious.
Was it really?
Yeah, I was watching it with Mape. And then Mape and I at the same time are like, what? Because he's like doing crazy spy stuff on it.
Are they just using it as like a prop? Like surely they didn't.
I'm pretty sure it's like green screened or something. Like there's no branding anywhere.
But it's a Neptune Pine. You're sure?
Yeah, I'm 100% sure. Neptune Pine, Fast and Furious. Yeah.
I doubt anyone else even noticed. Like.
Boom. Is that it right there?
Hold on.
That's it on his wrist.
Is that it?
There's better moments of it. But it's definitely that. Let me see if I can find it.
Huh. I mean, I guess, yeah, that like going and getting some stupid obscure device is probably better than creating.
And it has like a big
screen
on it and stuff.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of tweets right after the movie came out.
Huh. Yeah, I can't find a good picture of it, but wow, that's crazy.
What was I talking about?
I don't remember.
Okay. Anyways.
Wow. I super don't remember.
Me neither.
Okay.
I'm totally engrossed in this being on. I'm baffled about.
I'm tired. Why was this week so tiring? We had a day off.
I'm baffled about Neptune Pine smartwatch playing an integral part of Fast and the Furious 8.
I have to confess, I have never seen a Fast and Furious movie.
Not one?
No. Or two, or three, or...
I didn't mean... I like them, but in the sense of like... Yeah, that was entertainingly stupid. But not in the quality entertainingly stupid way that like Kingsman is.
Okay.
In the just more stupid.
How did Kingsman have a Kingsman 2 have a 50% rating on Rotten Tomatoes? Okay, we went on a date last week.
Yeah.
We went out on Friday night. We went to see Kingsman, the Golden Circle.
And then had milkshakes.
And both of us were laughing out like I very rarely laugh out loud in the theater.
Good.
It was so good.
And you don't have to enjoy it, but you should absolutely watch the first one first.
Yes.
You don't have to at all.
Totally don't have to, but it would be kind of a drag to watch the first one after knowing the plot of the second one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, don't worry, no spoilers or anything, but like, it was awesome. If you have a sense of humor, then go see it.
It's so good.
Prepare to turn your brain off for a couple hours because it's fine, but it's like, my family was asking me what it was, and I was like, it's James Bond crossed with 60s Batman.
Kind of. Not like perfectly, but that's probably because I have a really hard time explaining it as well.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good way to do it.
Yeah.
It misses some of the like raunchy side of things.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But it's just it's pure fun, but like with better production values and slicker.
Yeah. And the acting, honestly, for what they are trying to do, is really good. They found guys that can keep straight faces pretty well and stuff. By the way, I remember the thing I was trying to talk about. When I did my Neptune Pine review, if you guys remember that, I brought up something called Neptune Ninja, which was this website that was all based around like how to kind of break it so that it would work better. And it was super cool, and I commended the guys that made that site because it was honestly quite awesome, and it made the Neptune Pine a lot better. But it shouldn't need to exist.
Right.
And that's something that I said in the review too. Like, I'm happy that these dudes came together and made this device so much better so that people that bought it would actually have like an experience that was still not good, but better than what they were given.
Slightly less horrible.
Yeah. So like that's cool. So all the Neptune Ninja guys, like, great, good work. But really, you shouldn't have had to do that. So like that bit of code to remove the thing, that's great. I'm very happy the guy posted there. That's really great. You're helping a lot of people. That's very good. I don't think that you should have had to do that.
Yeah.
So I wasn't digging on him.
All right. So this is fun. I'm good. A story went... Man, this says last week a story went viral that claimed Apple was intentionally slowing down older iPhones to push people to buy its latest models. I mean, you could replace last week
with any week in history.
Any period in time.
Yeah.
Any period in the last 8 years.
Yeah. There you go.
And this particular claim was based on data which shows that Google searches for iPhone slow spike dramatically with the release of each new model. Fortunately, FutureMark has heaps of data from 7 different iPhone models across 3 different versions of iOS. And as for the results, well, let's go ahead and bring it up. This was originally posted by HeyYo on the forum. And here we go. Here's the Apple iPhone 5S CPU performance from April 2016 to September 2017. That is a flat-ass line.
There's some dips, there's some raises, but it's
Here's the GPU
flat.
performance. That gets better. About as better as you'd expect from GPU driver revisions. Here's the iPhone 6. So CPU performance did go down a bit, but GPU performance went up.
Like a fair chunk, actually.
Like a pretty good amount. The 6S, okay, so it comes and goes. It's doing okay now. A little worse for the wear than when it was released, with the 6S being a little bit slower on CPU now as well. And as for the 7, well, it's holding about as steady as any of the other ones. So if the theory is that, okay, so here we go. Our benchmarking data shows that rather than intentionally degrading the performance of older models, Apple actually does a good job of supporting its older devices with regular updates that maintain a consistent level of performance across iOS versions, says FutureMark. Because remember, guys, even though we do see that CPU performance go down a little bit, you have to remember that new versions of iOS do new stuff and have new services running. The fact that you still have enough leftover cycles in order to get a very similar score on a benchmark is actually pretty good. Now, with that said, it's not like I don't think that in particular UI responsiveness couldn't stay more better than it does. But there are other factors at play here too.
And it's hard to benchmark UI responsiveness.
It's very difficult to benchmark that. And there are other factors at play here too. Like, for example, this is something a lot of people don't necessarily, even if they know it, they don't necessarily think about it in the context of their phone. But NAND flash, the storage that's used for every phone. I can't think of I've tried to think if there was a phone with a hard drive in it. Like, they had hard drive-based iPods. I was like, oh, hold on a second. Did anyone do a phone with a, 1.8-inch hard drive in it? Anyway, I can't think of one, but people don't necessarily realize that even though SSDs have no moving parts, their performance does degrade over time, especially if they spend a lot of their life at or near their full capacity. So you may actually notice things like app loading times degrade, and this could be due to retired blocks in your NAND flash and the controller having to work around that. It could be due to your phone being quite full. It could be due to just typical OS bloat, which happens with every device pretty much across the board. It's something I don't actually quite understand that well. Like, why is it that a few text entries in the Windows registry means that my computer is slower now? This doesn't quite compute for me.
It's a little bit more complicated than that.
I'm sure it is. But, I mean, this is another me being an ignorant moron, but maybe you can explain this one to me too. Why is it that when I take a super old game, so 1602 AD is the example that I haven't looked at.
Okay, so I know where you're going with this.
5
This
years.
is where, like, a lot of the times it's timed out. Yeah, or like a certain application is not necessarily timed out, but can only access a certain amount of resources. So because that application can only use so much, it doesn't matter that you have much more hardware.
Okay, because where I was going with this was that particular game, if you have it on an ISO, it's a CD, okay, so it's like 605 megs or whatever a CD is. If you have it on an ISO, on an NVMe SSD, and you install that game on a modern processor, I think the minimum requirements for it are like 90 megahertz P1 or something like that, maybe 200 megahertz Pentium 1. It still takes like 10, 15 minutes to install. And I'm kind of sitting here going, we could have unpacked at the highest compression level 600 megs of data over and over and over again in this time. We could have rewritten our entire registry in this time, and we could have transferred 600 megs back and forth literally hundreds of times in this time. What are you working on?
I don't know, like, every... I'm
Makes me
sure there's
mad.
people in the Twitch chat. I'm sure there's people in the archive that'll know better than me. So please post in the comments.
Yeah, feel free.
But as far as I know, it's timing stuff. Some things are set up to go after a certain amount of time. Some things are set up to take a certain amount of time. Some things are only able to use so much performance. I pretty much guarantee you all of that is single-threaded.
It's middle-out compression. No, that was... Hold on, who said this? That seems very credible. Chicken Fried Butt says that. Credible name.
Chicken fried butt.
Credible name,
definitely
middle
what
out
it is
compression. You know what? I don't know why I didn't think of that. It's so obvious now. Someone corrected me. Anno 1602. Yes, that is what it was called in other territories. It was called 1602.
Speaking of someone
here.
correcting me, I screwed up pretty bad earlier in the show.
Oh, what did you do?
I said electric doesn't work against rock. It's electric doesn't work against ground.
So it would work on a Geodude, but not on a Diglett. You suck.
Yeah,
You suck so much. Wow, that's embarrassing for you.
it sort of is.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty
I don't
bad.
think I got any of it wrong even.
No, I don't think so.
Wow, I haven't touched Pokemon in like 10 years. You know that, right?
Yeah.
I see you. You're like,
Yeah,
you're
no,
distressed, dude.
I screwed up.
And I'm not helping at all.
No.
I'm like low-key rubbing it in right now.
Yeah, that hurts.
Wow, that sucks, man.
Me. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Wow, because you're like a Pokemon guy.
To be fair, I don't
Oh.
use electric very much.
Oh, wow.
But I use.
Oh, apparently Geodude is ground rock.
Yeah. And I run Gravelers and Geodude a lot. So I knew that bit, but like,
The day the alcoholism started.
pretty much. I'm just gonna go home and get smashed and play Shadow of War.
Yeah, all right.
Cry about loot crates. Cry about forgetting Pokemon stuff.
Oh, I had too much fun with that. Speaking of having too much fun, want to create a website? It's super fun.
About all the fun you're having?
Yeah, about all the fun you're having. Oh, wow. Okay. 2-week free trial. How many of you guys can go to squarespace.com/WAN, get a trial, and create your own beautiful, responsive design website about how Luke was wrong
I was just gonna say
about Pokemon?
the easy direction was gonna be about all the fun you're having, but I was like, no. This is gonna
Because-
be about roasting me about Pokemon.
And you got to send it to him on Twitter.
Oh no.
Because Squarespace is so easy to use that anybody can make a great website, and they have free tech support via live chat and email. Then, if you decide you love your Squarespace site so much, if you and 12 friends got together, it would cost each of you only $1 a month to keep your site up forever. Every website comes with commerce, so you could sell commemorative Luke was wrong
Wow.
memorabilia.
Wow.
Every site comes with their logo
buy-
design and
I'll
many
buy
tools that make it easier to make your own beautiful site. And you can start a trial with no credit card required.
I'll
at
buy the best one.
Squarespace.com/WAN and use offer code WAN to save 10%. Or should it be offer code WAN?
Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was too much fun.
I think for that you have to eat the spicy jerky.
I am going to eat the spicy jerky, but first,
Oh.
I am going to put on this shirt from Mack Weldon.
This shirt is also from Mack Weldon.
Oh, dang
it's
it.
just already on because I have to do this.
Why did Colton tell you to? Oh, they sent new stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a long sleeve. I love these. Cool. So, Mack Weldon. It's the online store that believes in smart design, premium fabrics, and simple shopping. It's like super easy because you don't even have to wear underwear to buy underwear. Yes, my friends, Mack Weldon clothing is super comfortable and... Did we nip slip? Oh, look how professional this show looks when we have a collar.
Wow.
Like, seriously, how much does that step up the WAN show's game?
Quite a bit, but you got to get these up
Right?
because you're flaring. So you got to roll up and then repin.
Right, yeah, see, I don't know these things, man. Okay, I'll work on that in the meantime. But, like, how pro does that look?
Wow, what direction has my life gone? I knew that, but not the Pokemon thing. Wow! Oh, previous versions of me would be so disappointed right now.
It's time to take a step back and reevaluate, Luke.
Oh god. No, see, with this one,
Yeah.
you just go like this. Oh, I can't pin it because your forearms are way too jacked. Okay, that makes sense. Keep doing your thing then. But you just go like that, but then you have like
Right.
monster forearms, so it doesn't actually
Well, it's not
work.
even monster. It's just relative to my wrists. So I have like these skinny wrists, and then like that's there. Okay, I'll there. That's flexed. And it's like
Badminton.
that's badminton for you. You know what? I'll give up on that.
Yeah, no, it's
no
fine.
amount of putting good clothing on me is going to make me knowledgeable. But what I do know about is their silver line of underwear that is awesome because it has silver in it, which is naturally antimicrobial, and that's where the smell from your clothing comes from. I'm not saying you never have to wash it. Mack Weldon isn't saying you never have to wash it, but
Definitely no one is saying that.
but the silver in the clothing will help to fight odors. So head over to MackWeldon.com and get 20% off using offer code TechTips. Apparently we've got a link here. It's genie.us/DV Big G, Big Y, Big I. You know what? Why don't I just link this in the chat? Also, it'll be under the video for the archive.
Perfect.
Don't worry, I'm logged in now, so I got this. Okay, our last sponsor of the day, and I deserve this. I deserve to suffer, and it's okay.
Do you want some jerky, James?
No, James is vegetarian.
Oh, sorry.
Oh. Is this a new order?
Yes, it is.
Oh!
Is there two mohos?
No.
I saw a second one.
No.
I saw a second one.
There's only one moho.
Also, you're not allowed to have that
Yeah, I can.
because you were mean.
I'm just gonna have some first, okay?
Oh, okay.
I won't even be able to taste it after.
That would be real punishment.
So-
if you had to have that after you already burnt your taste buds.
The folks over at Savage Jerky were on a mission to create a snack that was full of flavor, but not bad for you. They've got 13 different flavors of jerky. The maple buffalo bacon is awesome. I love the garlic, lime, and cilantro mojo. This is like, my mouth is watering right now. I'm like super amped to eat that. He's taking the mojo. I hate him
There's
so
more
much.
than two. Did you notice that?
I want all of it. You can have one. Just take it. Just take it.
No, it's okay.
No, take it.
No, I was trying to find this one.
Oh, the traditional. Yeah, the
Traditional.
traditional is really good too.
I love the traditional.
So anyway, which flavors do? Okay, I think we've discussed the flavors we like enough.
Yeah, so I really like traditional.
I'm gonna eat this much Reaper. Okay.
Okay.
But I want some mojo first. Okay.
Yeah. Mojo habanero, in my opinion, if you're into spice, is a good place to start because it's quite spicy, but it's not like at a pain-inducing level. Would we agree with
Which
that?
one's one of the spicy ones that I really like? Because the
think it's
mojo one's kind of a sissy one.
No, mojo habanero.
Oh, the maple buffalo bacon. Oh, we've got more of that
really
too.
good.
Oh, there's 3 packs of that. Oh, I'm like super amped right now. The what's a good like a little bit spicy one?
I think the mojo habanero.
You know, I think we ended up eating all of those really early on, so we don't have. The mojo habanero is a good one.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, sure, let's go with that one.
But you have to. It's a little spicier than most people can take. I would assume if you're like I would say if you're iffy about spice, that one might be a little bit too high. But if you like spice, that's probably where I'd suggest you start.
Oh, bud.
So this is your just mojo one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can use offer code LTT to save 10% on all their products, including their barbecue sauce, their hot sauce, their spice rub. They have a Carolina Reaper hot sauce that uses Carolina Reapers, which is one of the hottest peppers in the world.
This is
And
nuts.
for all orders this week, Savage Jerky will include a koozie or a sticker with every order placed using our code. So that's code LTT. All right. Don't worry, I'm going to eat it. I hate you.
Floatplane?
Oh, yeah, sure. Why not?
Do you have the thing set up?
I don't. You know what? That's why not. So do you want to do the next topic?
Sure. What is the next topic?
I don't know. There's like nothing.
I think we're out
Oh, why
of
don't you talk
main
about the
topics
Airbnb? Airbnb is
Sure.
building an apartment building, which like actually kind of makes sense, right?
Isn't that just a hotel? Anyways, we'll figure this out. The first project, a 324-unit building in Kissimmee. Wow, hope I'm saying that right. That's an interesting name for a place. Kissimmee, Florida, will be branded as Nido, powered by Airbnb. Okay. The project
This
is
is like the
considered
trendiest, like hipster nonsense ever.
The project is considered the first in a series of development across the southeastern United States. Airbnb and Nido will work together to design new units and buildings that include features like keyless entry and shared common spaces that make them optimal for home sharing.
So it's a dorm.
Okay. Keyless entry, though, is a really interesting concept, because if you had that set up for your house, I bet you the Airbnb app would let you in.
Right.
So all you would have to do as like the person that maintains this unit, which might even just be Airbnb, so it's
Sounds like
probably
it, yeah.
just a hotel, is there's probably no central desk.
Right. You just go in and you just go like use it. They'd have to clean up though. So
Yeah, there'd
they'd
be
have
there'd be
maintenance.
cleaning staff, but probably
Right.
other than that, I doubt it. Nido will fully support the costs of construction and retain full ownership of the buildings. So it's a hotel. Nido tenants will sign annual leases. Okay, I get it. And we will be permitted to home share individual rooms or their entire units through Airbnb for up to 180 nights per year.
Okay, so you have to live in it, but you're allowed to share it for half of the year, but you don't own it. And you, what? Why would anyone do this?
I don't know.
Like, am I
Tenants who
missing
choose
something
to
here?
share their homes will be part of Airbnb's Friendly Buildings program, in which hosts and landlords share revenues generated from home sharing?
So you can sublet so that they don't have to take on all the risk and they will share some of the revenue with you?
Yeah, and you're going to have to buy like 2 units beside each other so you can live in one half the year and the other half the year.
Okay, I don't think people necessarily intend to do that.
But you can't rent it for half the year, so what else are you going to do?
Maybe you...
Like, honestly, that's the... I know it sounds super stupid, but that's the most logical way I can think of it.
Maybe we're totally missing something here.
Maybe?
Twitch chat is like... I guess if it's in a vacation spot... Wait, is this just a timeshare? No, they don't get it either. Okay. So we're not the
Yeah.
only ones. Yeah, it's a timeshare.
Disney Kissimmee is right by it. Yeah, sure. So you'll be able to rent it a lot, but you can only rent it for 180 days.
Okay, so it's apparently a requirement because of the law about what qualifies as a hotel versus an apartment. It's a city law. Like, okay, sure. People are talking about snowbirds, so people who want to be down there for half the year and up here.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I mean, that does make sense, actually.
Okay.
It is in
Maybe
Florida. Oh,
reaper
jeez.
jerky.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
It is in Florida, so, like, Canadians or people that live in the northern part of the
Yeah, it's
USA, I could see
Whoa.
that.
people from like Minnesota.
It's been a while, eh? Since you had a really spicy one? Because your tolerance was getting really good.
I was handling it a little better for a bit there.
Anyways, I snowbirds make sense. I think buying 2 units and living in half-half is super weird, but might make sense. The fact that it's right near Disney means that you'll probably be able to have it rented for, like, most days. So, yeah, I don't know.
Oh boy.
Interesting idea.
I swear that's hotter than usual. Oh. No, that's just
The app will enable
not even a new
tenants
pack.
to manage guest stays remotely by triggering services powered by a master host at each property who will assist with items like guest check-in, cleaning, and linen service. So you can, snowbirds. That makes tons of sense then.
Okay.
The building
Yeah.
has staff for cleaning and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And guest check-in. So you can be up in Minnesota or whatever you said, and then just use this app to, like, manage your little property while you're
Cool.
away.
Yeah, okay.
And I would expect that people wouldn't live there for 180 days, because I don't think they would rent out every single day of the 180 days that they're not there. but they'd probably live there for a lot of it, like 100 days or something. I'm not sure.
Okay, from TechCrunch, iOS and Samsung are now tied for market share in the US. Here's the article. And basically, in a nutshell, Android is still quite far. Okay, can you do this?
I feel pretty bad now. Okay.
I'll be back.
Do you have any like cream-based stuff? Milk or anything?
No,
Okay.
I'm fine.
Water isn't going to help you.
It won't hurt.
All right. So yeah, iOS and Samsung market share now tied in the US based on new data from Kantar Word Panel. He didn't put this up on screen. Blah. Give me a sec. There we go. Android is still far ahead in the US, however, with 63.2% share to iOS's 35%. iPhones account for nearly 50% of Verizon-specific phones, but I'm sure the cheaper carriers probably have a lot more Android phones because there is a lot more cheaper Android phones in general. Samsung dominates in Great Britain with 38.4%. In urban China, iOS has grown from 13.4% market share last year to 17.7% thanks to iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus sales, the top two bestsellers in urban China total.
I wonder if the iPhone 8's gold color is going to make a dent in China. Because you know they got rid of rose gold and they have like a more actual gold color now.
Okay, interesting. Probably, actually.
What else do we have?
They should make the buttons on it red.
Yeah, I know, right?
That would do pretty
well. Samsung did that Iron Man S7, was it, I think?
Yeah.
All right, check this out. So Good Bites from the forum made an excellent post on the upcoming...
Does it have to do with Microsoft?
Yes.
Hey!
On the upcoming Windows 10 Fall Creators Update that's coming on October 17th, so in just a few days. There is some cool stuff in here. Basically, right at the top, he already had my attention because this is awesome. Task Manager now gets GPU usage and GPU memory usage.
Oh, sick.
Woo! So you can actually see, like, we had to fire up a third-party utility like Afterburner.
That's pretty cool,
to see how Adobe Premiere or Adobe Media Encoder was using CPU versus GPU versus RAM. Now it is all in one convenient place. That's fantastic. And get this. It doesn't look like it.
No.
But hold on. It actually can break out by task. What's using the GPU?
Oh my God, that's pretty cool.
Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's freaking awesome. But would it get you to go to Windows 10?
No.
Okay, then. All right, what else we got? Improvements to game mode. Bash on Windows gets some improvements.
Bash on Windows.
Yep. The volume mixer, you can control the volume of UWP apps individually.
If
you run any UWP apps. The Plex UWP app has this like stutter
Hey, have
issue.
you moved on to the...
Whenever you're playing back at original quality, and since a lot of the time I'm playing rips of Blu-rays because...
No, totally not.
No, totally not. But like, because... Like, that's why I own a Blu-ray drive.
Yeah.
Literally the only reason.
Yeah. He owns all the
like,
Blu-rays.
what else would you put a Blu-ray in?
Yeah.
Like, a player? So that you can, like, watch previews for a movie you paid for? Are you kidding me? Anyway, sorry. It's, like, so trash compared to just, like, the regular player. Folder protection. So this is
so you've tried the regular player now?
Yes.
Yeah, and that fixes everything.
Yeah.
Cool.
Folder protection. So this is basically a ransomware defense mechanism that will allow you to select a folder as controlled folder access so that it can't just be, altered by some program that's installed on your computer.
Neato.
More power management. So there's a slider for it now. Some GUI stuff. We're getting into kind of the boring stuff. I wasn't sharing the post anymore. Oops. Start menu. I wonder if the start menu responds when you click on it now. Because, like, honestly, that is still...
That's what broke me.
My single biggest complaint about Windows 10 is how unresponsive the start menu is. Here, let's do a test.
Angry Video Game Nerd?
Let's just see.
The example
Click.
on there?
Look at that.
How delayed was that? How can you handle that? Oh, that bugs me so much. And it worked. It doesn't even always work. Oh.
Like, compare that to Spotlight on OS 10. Spotlight is awesome. Why isn't this awesome?
What the hell is Spotlight?
Spotlight is their system-wide
search
search.
thing? Okay.
Oh, I've got another good one for you guys. I wonder if they fixed this. Okay, it's that
Delayed again.
Rufus. That's weird. We've got Rufus the band. We've got Rufus Wainwright, the smaller band, and then we've got some USB
Searches.
results. Okay, let's do an experiment. Let's go look at my downloads folder.
Oh boy.
You know what? Let's wait to look at my downloads folder. Oh crap, I don't have it in there. Okay, well whatever, it doesn't.
You're not actually searching for some reason.
Oh, no, I am.
Oh, okay. You're
Or
doing
wait.
that thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm doing my other thing. Okay, so I'm gonna work on this in the meantime, but anyway, it makes
Well,
me
now
mad.
it'll be a recent download, so it'll probably work.
I'll see. No. It specifically doesn't find this.
Rufus is cool
Ever.
though.
Rufus is awesome.
I like. You're already in your downloads folder.
Okay. Okay, so let's try this again. So now I definitely have Rufus in my downloads folder. What is all this? Okay. Rufus. Definitely still not there. Now, let's go back to my downloads folder. Where Rufus definitely...
Hey, right there.
Oh, shoot, hold on. Where Rufus definitely is. And yet, Rufus is definitely still not coming up. It's in the downloads folder. It's not like if we're talking like it's in.
And
it's
if you're trying to make a
executable
smart search,
yeah,
he just downloaded it.
like it's an executable. We're not talking some executable and program files or something like that, where there's like some kind of a risk factor involved here. We're talking it is specifically, presumably intentionally, because I can't even imagine something like this. I can imagine it not being fixed, but come on!
My like super jacked out version of Windows 8.1 definitely would have found that.
Yeah. Any other version, Windows 98 would have found that. Yeah, even with the stupid dog. Or wait, the dog didn't come till XP. Yeah. It would have found it. So mad, it would have taken a while.
Yeah.
But it would have found it. Makes me so mad. People are probably explaining it to me in Twitch chat.
File extensions enabled.
Yeah, anyway. It's not a bug, it's a feature. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Don't hate the dog. Oh, the dog was pretty bad. The dog was pretty bad. Anyway, what were we even talking about? Oh yeah, Windows 10 and how you're still not going to use it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what else we should do while we're screen sharing with me is we should go through what's new on Floatplane Club.
Yeah.
So actually, do you want to give? Oh, did I call it Club? Sorry, my bad.
Oh well, you did. It's already called. It's still called it up there. I need to change that.
But we're changing that.
Yeah.
So the Floatplane domain, I know we kind of jumped the gun announcing that we have floatplane.com because we had like reached an agreement but didn't technically have it transferred to us yet.
Yeah.
We definitely have it now.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
You can even like, who is it?
Cool. I mean, it has the information like...
Nope.
What? Oh. Really?
Yep.
Oh.
Oh. Give me a second.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I just mean that didn't work.
Yeah, I don't know why.
He put who is and then the domain in a Google search and it didn't work. Like, what are you using, Bing? Oh man, I wish I had screenshot. I wish I had screenshotted something the other day because I was searching Bing for something and it was astonishing how worthless the results were. And then I searched Google for it and it was like,
yeah.
right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Boom. You can't like tell that it's us because it's.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
But
I was asking if you had domain privacy enabled.
But it all moved over, and you
Yeah.
can see there's a new expiration date.
Cool.
And the update date was like around when we were talking about it. And
So,
stuff.
do you want to like tell people anything cool about it?
About the domain or like what's going on with Floatplane
Yeah,
right
like
now?
what's going on with Floatplane?
There's two guys that I emailed today
I ask so that I can find out.
to hopefully talk to them about getting hired. So that's exciting.
That's cool.
So they both seem very skilled. One of them is in Canada. One of them is in the U.S. I'm sort of sad about the US one because hopefully you come through and take the job because that would be wonderful, but it's going to be a little bit hard to get you up here, but not as hard because you have a degree, which is very helpful because Canadian law, with the partnerships that we have with the US, makes it so that you can immigrate to Canada much more easily if you have a degree, which is awesome. So if you want to locate up, it's fine. And you don't have to become like a full Canadian ditch your American passport thing. You can just come up here and work, which is great. And then the other guy is from the east a bit, much more closer to one of my other developers. But yeah, hopefully he will join as well. That's all going good. Lots of new design stuff has happened. Not on this laptop, so I can't show you, but there's going to be a blog post going on to the Floatplane section of the forum soon that shows a lot of the new design stuff. We've done some fairly drastic things in terms of design. I can't show you guys right now. But
I was do you not want to show them?
I'm down. Do you have it?
I should have the email you sent me. What did you call it though? I think it was like a one-word subject line. Because you're Luke.
I do that.
Yes.
That is a thing that I do. I like being able to read the whole subject line in one line when it's on a phone.
Yeah. It's not very SEO optimized, so...
I mean, the forum is, though.
Yeah.
And the website will be once it's live.
Okay, is it in here?
It's probably like Floatplane concept images.
Man, killing me here.
Just look for emails from me.
Yeah, I guess I don't get that many of those these days.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm working on this. Do you want to do another topic in the meantime, actually?
Sure, yeah. And then we'll talk about them briefly here, but I'll talk about it much more in depth in the post on the Floatplane section on the forum once that goes live. And we'll answer questions there and stuff. FLIR cameras.
Oh, this is bad.
Have unremovable backdoors.
This is really bad.
A security researcher has discovered secret hard-coded backdoor accounts in thermal security cameras manufactured by FLIR systems. The accounts are never exposed to the front-end user and cannot be changed through any normal operation of the camera. Certain now publicly username password combos will grant an attacker access over the device. Publicly available.
Ouch.
So
FLIR needs to get this together.
Yeah.
Why do these companies build in backdoors?
Other vulnerabilities, stream disclosure. Attackers can access the security camera's stream without needing to authenticate. Remote root exploit. Attackers can execute code on vulnerable cameras with root privileges. Authenticated OS command injection. Attackers with access to limited accounts can inject command and have them executed with root privileges. Multiple information disclosures. Attackers can access/query certain camera files and read other local resources. The researcher reported vulnerabilities to FLIR but has not received a response regarding the issue. Great. The easiest way for FLIR customers to protect themselves is to prevent access to their cameras from the internet by placing the devices behind a firewall until the vendor issues a patch.
Brilliant.
Sweet. Yeah, that's not me.
Oh, really?
And I can't possibly understand who the heck else it could be.
Oh. All right, then.
Because I'm the only person that it makes sense for, but I've never heard of them, and neither has Boiler.
Okay. I have the mock-ups up.
Are these all of them?
This is some of them. I mean, we don't have to show everything. You're still going to do the blog post, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
well, this is the bottom half.
Oh, dang it! It's not in any particular order. Okay. So,
yeah.
Man.
It might not be great to show the front. Can you go all the way up? Is this the full one? And it's like super pixelated.
Yeah. Why does this look so trash?
Okay, so we're just going to download those and move on. But yeah, FLIR, come on. What? That was posted by Doctor Who 1975 on the forum. Thank you very much for posting that. I'm going to post the Bleeping Computer article in the Twitch chat so you can all go pitchfork about it because that seems like...
you probably should, actually.
Yeah, that seems like a very valid thing to do.
This is terrible.
Oh, it's horrible.
These are security cameras. You can't have security backdoors in security cameras. That's like punching a hole in your security before you ever put in security.
That's super garbo.
That's exactly what happened, actually.
Super garbo. You should have your security cameras behind a firewall and then have to VPN in to see them, but not everyone will do that.
Right.
And like, this should have been disclosed and is completely BS. And the fact that you should have your security camera set up that other way doesn't matter in regard to this, because this shouldn't have happened. Anyways.
Wow, this is like the world's worst screenshot. This full front page one?
It's just super pixelated?
Yeah, it's like
Okay,
actually trash.
well, I'll put up a not super pixelated
Yeah, but
version.
you can kind of show it for now.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's pretty similar to the original front page that we showed you guys, but with some changes on the lower part.
yeah.
First spoiler, there's the new logo that we have.
Oh, hold on, I gotta.
But this is a trash version, so we might want to show them the logo on one that isn't so pixelated.
Yeah.
But that's the new logo that we have.
Yep.
The top part hasn't really changed at all. There's
Yep.
been minor changes to the creator tiles
There's
right
a search
here.
thing.
Those are just randomly generated names, so don't worry about it.
Cool.
I did check with that. This section has changed a fair amount.
Yep.
There were concerns that the previous version wouldn't be able to scale onto different devices.
Yep.
This version is set up so that it can scale properly onto different devices, which is good. And I'll talk more about the front page somewhere else.
Cool.
And then the next one, any of the main pages, I'd say.
What would you consider to be a main page?
We can go with that one.
Tile-based examples?
Sure.
Cool.
So this one has some stuff going on. This is just an example page of how tiles can work, and the tiles would obviously have like videos on them or pictures or something.
Yeah.
They wouldn't just be like purple gradients, so it'll look more lively and interesting.
Yeah.
But that was just an example. The main thing that I want to show you guys here is actually this one's not a good example for it. Can we do hello? Go this way. There we go. That's a much better example for it. This, again, those are just empty blocks, and none of those blocks are staying where they are. So completely ignore that.
Yeah.
It's actually going to just be one big section,
Cool.
not 3 sections. So don't worry about that. But the main thing you might notice is there's no top bar.
Whoa, no top bar.
No top bar. Bit of a controversial change, but I think it's really good.
I like it.
We want Floatplane to be a home for the creators that are on Floatplane.
Yep.
So we want to get out of their way as much as possible. And
So we get this real estate here
yeah,
and this here.
yeah. And then we're out of the way. We just want to serve the content. We want to make sure all your stuff is fine. And then you get the whole right side of the screen. And our stuff will never touch you, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You're all good on your own, which I think is really cool.
So here's some terms and conditions, trying to make them look kind of friendly.
Yeah.
That's the whole front page in one view.
That's like an example of what an about page might look like.
Yep.
So there's like staff tiles down at the bottom, so you can have like the people that work on your channel, or like affiliated channels or something there, whatever you kind of want to put there. That's just the bottom of the site.
So, in terms of content that we have over there right now, man, it's been kind of a crazy week, actually. Okay, what do we got? We've got TechWiki. What happens if you don't shut your computer down properly? We've got Overkill Office Upgrade. This one actually went up on YouTube today, but has since had its thumbnail changed, but that doesn't really matter. We've got the LG
God.
Ultrawide Festival video. Oh, what's up?
LukeWasWrong.com. Oh my god! That's just, even just landing on the page is amazing.
All right, what is it? Oh, no.
Holy crap! That's a really good screenshot. When is that even from? That's
I
not
don't
now.
know. Is that Mod 24? Like, what is this?
Maybe. I've got that, like, the mic with the metal
Luke
mesh.
was wrong. Powered by Squarespace.
Oh, man. Just the font and that screenshot. Like how I look like slightly dazed, and I'm just, wow.
Terrible.
Wow. So good.
All right, what else we got here? We've got iPhone 8 and 8 Plus review. So that's a thing.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, that'll be coming to YouTube pretty soon. We've got part 2 of turning LG's wallpaper TV into a window.
This thing's crazy.
It's
Like,
so awesome.
I watched that video.
It's finally up, testing the oldest SLI setup,
I didn't notice that was there.
including screen capture.
Really?
Of old games running, yes. So we used an HDMI we used a VGA to HDMI adapter and then used our capture cards.
Oh, okay.
Yep, it looks really good.
Cool. Wow, that's really cool.
We've got the set destruction vlog.
Oh, geez.
That's up. So this is us tearing down a lot of the old sets.
You should tell them what cards are in that SLI video.
Yeah, they're Voodoos.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
So it's awesome. We've got Scrapyard Wars 6 Part 2.
And very soon, like this weekend,
Part
Scrapyard
3.
Wars 6 Part 3.
And Part 1 is obviously also there. Man, there's a lot of good stuff on there right now. I think that's pretty much the bulk of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if Handy Tech Under 100 Stuff for Your Stuff is on YouTube. Not 100% sure about that one, but yeah, Scrapyard Wars is the other big piece that is not on YouTube yet. All right. Leading us back to, I don't know, is there anything else to talk about this week?
I really don't
what
know.
even happened?
I don't think Stuff for Your Stuff is... Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah.
AU Optronics' roadmap is on TFT Central. So 27-inch, 3840 by 2160, so 4K monitors at 144 hertz. Already planned for several monitors, which we know because we've done pieces on two of them. One Asus one back at CES and one Acer one at their show in New York. But production has been delayed until November 2017, and those displays are not expected till Q1 2018. A 32-inch version, 4K, 32 inches, 144 hertz, that's pretty dope. Not planned until Q3 2018, with displays not likely till Q4. 240 hertz refresh rate TN panels. Now up to 1440p.
Wow.
That's pretty killer,
That is
because
pretty
1440p at 240 hertz is doable in esports titles. Not that esports guys necessarily care, but that's is what it is. They've got a 120 hertz 35-inch VA 1440p coming, and they've got a 35-inch VA 3440 1440 200 hertz with full HDR, but it's delayed until Q2 2018. Yeah, so I guess that's...
Is that video up?
Yeah, so that's when you're going to see monitor videos coming from us.
The Floatplane upload?
Okay, this sort of matters. This was posted by Space Reptile on the forum, and this is a rumor right now, but this is a rumor about a product that is rumored. So it is rumored that a GTX 1070 Ti is coming, and I can tell you guys honestly, I don't know one way or the other. I haven't heard a damn thing. It is also rumored that the 1070 Ti, because the rumored specs looked really close to the 1080 Ti, like it was going to be kind of stepping on it a little bit. It is rumored that the specs are true, but that in order to keep it from overlapping too much with the 1080 Ti, it will not be overclockable. Can you imagine Nvidia having the, I want to say audacity,
Okay,
arrogance?
I'm going to throw in potentially an unpopular opinion here. I'm not, but I would be completely okay with this if they called it something else. If it wasn't a tie. Tie has always been like, hell yeah. Like every time a tie has come out, it's been like a nicer, kind of more powerful, push it further kind of card. If they called it something else, I would maybe be okay with it, because there's a lot of people that aren't going to overclock their cards anyways. So if they're like, I can save some money, buy this thing, not overclock it because I wasn't planning on doing it anyways, that's fine. But if you knew they were non-overclockable versions, I don't think I'd care that much.
Interesting.
But it's a tie. They're not telling you this.
So basically Nvidia is saying...
This is all rumors.
Well, and yeah, if this is true, Nvidia would basically be coming out and saying, well, our competitor can't compete with this anyway, so what does it ultimately matter?
I would like to think
Pay
that
more,
they're
get
just
more.
not binned very well for overclocking.
I don't think it's...
I know.
Yeah, no.
I know.
No, there's no way.
Do you think there's going to be BIOS flashes that allow you to overclock them?
I doubt it. I mean, that has been a thing on the AMD side, but it's never really been a thing on the Nvidia side of things. This was originally posted by AG1233. Razer is teasing its first smartphone, with the reveal apparently coming on November 1st. So, in a surprise to absolutely no one, Min Lang Tan wears jeans and a black t-shirt all the time. No, you're thinking of Jensen.
Oh, right.
And the phone will have a bright green logo on the back of it.
Okay.
I can make some other guesses about the phone. Do you want to hear them?
Sure.
It will have a 1440p display. It will use a Snapdragon 835 processor.
Oh, heck yeah.
It will be available with, you know what? I'm going to say 64 gigs of storage, and it will have micro SD expansion.
You know, I bet you the front's going to be black,
It will have volume buttons.
Those might be green.
It will be...
Okay, the cloud ones?
Cloud ones of what?
Storage?
So they acquired, what was it, Nextbit was the company called? Nextbit, who made the Robin. And so Nick was yelling that they could be pushing all the storage into the cloud. I doubt it, though. It's Razer. They probably just threw some NAND flash chips in it. I mean, what else can I guess about it? The phone, I'm guessing, will be hella mediocre, because unless you've invested literally a decade of research into smartphone camera stuff, you're going to end up with like an off-the-shelf thing. And really, that's what makes Google's phone and Apple's phone and Samsung's phone better, is the processing now, not necessarily the sensor.
So one's like RGB screen.
RGB screen. Yeah, the screen is going to be RGB up the butt.
They should have a mode that's like the night clock mode that some phones have. Do you know what I mean? You put in like clock mode, it's for nighttime.
Yeah.
But instead of that, it has like bold numbers so you can see them that are all black.
Yeah.
And then all the rest of it is like
chroma to hell. Yeah.
You got to sleep with those multiple colors on your face.
All right. Do you want to talk about Oculus stuff?
Not really.
Wow. That kind of says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah. There's 2 new headsets coming out. One's called a Go. One is currently called Santa Cruz, but I'm assuming that name will change. The Go will cost $200. Will ship next year, early next year.
You sound so dead inside.
And apparently will fit the sweet spot between Rift and other portable smartphone-powered VR devices, as it's, I believe it's a standalone.
It's a high-quality, affordable experience that doesn't tether you to a PC. It is the most accessible VR experience ever.
Nice. It has positional tracking on motion controllers.
Oh, terrible!
But its power is I'm talking about the Santa Cruz now, to be clear. It has positional tracking on its motion controllers, but its power is more on the level of a Gear VR. Meant to be more accessible than Rift. Cool. And ultimately point the way forward toward mainstream VR. Now, to be fair, things need to be accessible, and desktop VR is super intensely not accessible right now.
Yeah.
You need big areas to actually play on these things. You need powerful PCs. It's not affordable. It's not accessible. It's not easy to set up. It's annoying, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's not going to push mainstream like it hasn't. It's been good in the enthusiast space. I know there's a lot of people that are still really enjoying their VR setups, and there are some really cool games for it. That's great.
And other applications.
Yeah. Definitely. But
ones that work fine with a seated experience.
The stuff that's a drastic shift or change in terms of technology needs to be accessible for wide market to actually accept it. Like the Wii was really weird in terms of gaming devices, but it was cheap. It was like $200 for the console. I bet you most people bought it at about the $200 price tag. Even the games that weren't like smash hit AAA titles. Like one of the most fun things on the Wii was Wii Sports.
Absolutely.
That came with it. And it was fun because you could just
it all the time.
Screw around. The whole family could get involved. Whoever comes over could get involved within seconds, understand the game, be playing, and be social really easily. And if you were by yourself, you could just bowl or do whatever, and it was still fun. It needs to get to that level. Now, technically, these are going in that direction. I don't think they're going to be enough. I don't think they're going to work. Yeah. One of the big things that we had going for it was that it sold to families.
Yep.
A solo experience that closes you off from the world is not going to sell to families very well.
No, not really.
But there are still definitely a lot of people that will buy it. I personally don't think that either of these are going to be smash hits. I personally don't think that either of these are really going to work because I think VR is still a few years out. And right now, the only thing I'm really interested in is like really powerful VR because I think we're a few years out from non-tethered experiences being properly powerful enough. So I'm not interested in these personally.
All right, last order of business, Coffee Lack. Coffee Lake is in very short supply right now. It's unclear whether it's overwhelming demand or very, very, very limited supply. But it is pretty much impossible to buy a Core i5 8400, Core i7 8700K. Yeah, they are selling like hot
Cakes?
I was going to say cacks, but no one wants a hot cack.
Well, you might.
To try and encourage people to still buy CPUs, Intel's doing a Game Without Compromises bundle. So you get, let's see, 2 free games, Total War Warhammer 2 and Assassin's Creed Origins. But it doesn't apply to Coffee Lake. It only applies to their older stuff, which sort of makes sense if you think about it, but is annoying some people because they're like, no compromises would mean getting the best processor and getting a cool bundle. And then that's pretty much it. Anything else for Wencho for you?
Not particularly.
All right, I'm good then.
Yeah.
Signing off, you guys. We'll see you again next week. Same bad time, same bad channel.
Get subscribed on Floatplane. Watch 3 episodes of Scrapyard Wars.
This weekend.
For everybody else this weekend. Yes, there will be an after party.
There will?
Well, mine.
Oh, like your stream. Okay, yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go do something with Jake.
Oh.
We're using the old 10 GPU server thing for Bitcoin mining.
Oh.
Not Bitcoin, but like a coin.
Yeah.
That would actually be a good name for a cryptocurrency. A coin, because like it's irrelevant. The branding doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No one cares.